Hello Virgos, welcome to your 2023 predictions. For some reason I was really called to start with you to do the predictions this year. So this is for all Virgo placements. We're going to take a look at your year ahead. 2023 is pretty crazy. We're already up to that date. But yeah, before we get started, I just wanted to let you guys know there are some giveaways going on the channel. If you're watching this in December, but there really is every month. I do a monthly giveaway for a free reading, and I also am offering paid readings at this time, our private readings. All the information is in the description box, but let's get started. Let's not waste any time. So we're gonna start and see what your main focus of 2023 will be. What will be your main focus? I feel like that card wants to come out. And we have here career. So it looks like you will be focused mostly on your job, your career, maybe advancement in your career, building some money surrounding that, advancement, like I said, maybe getting a promotion. Career is on the mind in 2023. So now we're going to look at themes. We're going to kind of go like pyramid style down here, get more focused as we go. So let's call in your guides for the rest of this reading. So angels, ancestors, spirit guides of the highest vibrational frequency of Virgo, please be with us today to provide the most clear and meaningful messages for Virgo at this time. What are some of the themes and topics that are going to be prevalent for Virgo in the year 2023? Gift. Wow, a lot of you guys, I feel, really will be promoted or maybe get a bonus relating to your job, be gifted a new position, or this could be something not related as well. This could be just you're getting gifted with something wonderful and beautiful in your life. Something, it seems to me it'll be unexpected. But my first thought right away was promotion. And then we have thoughts. Perhaps some of you will be creating something regarding your career. I see that it's like, oh, there's art, there's paintbrushes here. Also something that plays music, I believe, and some drawings. And thinking of someone, you might be really like gifted with inspiration by another person to create and design something or just bring more beauty into your life. There also could be really one specific person on your mind this year. But I'm really seeing this card as like a muse. Someone's really inspiring you, and I feel like it's like a gift of inspiration that they're instilling in you. I feel like you're going to be really like coming up with brilliant ideas that are really going to help you advance in life. So let's now break this up further, get more information. What else for 2023 for Virgo Spirit? Thank you for your clear and accurate messages. What is going on in 2023 for Virgo? What are the major themes? What are the major events going on for Virgo in 2023? Ooh, the first Lenormand card we have is the Choice card. Number 22. You could be seeing angel number 22 often, but this is all about leveling up in life and having to make a choice which way to go. And it looks like both of these choices are going to be really great, but there's some choice that you're making in 2023 that is going to be really stand out for this year. It's really gonna like pave the way for the rest of your life. Maybe that's really what's occupying your mind. This could be a choice in relationship, a job. It could be, it's something major, like you're choosing to move, to take a new job, start a new relationship, leave a relationship, something like that. But whatever it is, the decision you're making, you're going up, like you're leveling up. It's no matter what you choose, it's going to be for your highest good and advancement in life. And then we have the Tower card, which is all about people who have really high goals. So you're really focused on your goals, and specifically with career, but without seeing that career card here, the Tower is like having really high ambitions. You might be more focused on career and not really isolating yourself in 2023, Virgo, but you're going to be more focused on just getting ahead in life, like climbing that ladder, you know, and maybe you'll be spending more time alone. Like relationships might not be on the forefront in 2023. It doesn't mean you won't have any or anything like that, but it seems like you're really going to be focused primarily on your goals and getting ahead. And it looks like you really are going to be gifted with that, like all your focus and your attention going there. Oh, sweet. 2 cards came out. And the gold card, well, I think there's a message with these coming out together. So mountain represents your goals, like you're like climbing up. You're like, you know, like you have some ambitions and there's some obstacles along the way. It's not easy trek to get to the top, but you are going after it. We see that already. You're going after your goals. You're climbing up in life. You know, you're focused on your career. But the Anchor card came out as well, which is all about stability. And what's standing out to me in this Anchor card specifically, there's 2 fish here, which indicates prosperity. So you're moving into a more prosperous, stable, secure life in 2023. And I feel like you're really reaching your professional goals, just goals in life in general, but definitely career-focused goals and like goals you've had for a long time. If it's not specifically career, it's something you've been really working towards. And it looks like you are achieving it. Okay, now let's get some tarot cards to break this down further. What else, Spirit, for Virgo for the year 2023? What is going on for Virgo in 2023? Spirit, thank you for your clear and accurate, concise messages. What is going on for Virgo in 2023? We have here, hopefully this isn't Bram, just checking, the King of Swords. Yes, you're making decisions logically. You're going after what you want. You're cutting out any BS. Like you're choosing the path of what's best for you, and you're not like messing around anymore. You're really in control of your life. I feel like I was talking about your relationships and stuff don't seem to be on the forefront in 2023. I really do think you're more focused logically, and like your emotions aren't like, they're definitely like stable, but there's not like a lot of emotional ups and downs this year. I feel like you're just very focused. You're going after what you want, and you're really smart and intelligent. The moves you're making this year are really smart, and you're thinking, well, you could have an air sign in your life that's also helping you in some way. This could be with that gift or who you're thinking about. Thoughts really, that's like an air sign thing, you know, like you're really, I feel like you're really thinking well, and you're like transforming your life in a great way. You're like planning more, you're sticking to routines, and you're very disciplined. And then we have the Ace of Cups reversed. Yeah, this I feel like that just jumped out. I feel like that's also affirming maybe you're not as focused on relationships and emotions. So there could be maybe some feelings of loneliness when you're, you know, hustling, or I don't really see like burnout here or anything. But like when I say hustling, something that came to my mind, when you're working on your career and your goals, you might feel a little bit lonely at times. But I feel like you're really doing things for your higher good and your future stability and security. And, you know, it's not anything that's going to be like permanent, but I feel like there will be some periods of maybe feeling lonely or a little depressed or upset, but you're going to be reaching your goals, and that's going to bring forth, you know, like actual rewards we see. So it's going to really make you feel like all this work you've been putting in is worth it. But I think that is also like affirming that your focus is more logic than, you know, on relationships this year. I mean, perhaps you already have solid relationships. I don't see anything like relationships falling apart here. Potential loneliness. Now we have the World reversed. You know, I really do think that's also saying you're kind of keeping to yourself more so and focusing on your goals. Just trying to complete things. Because with the Tower, that can kind of represent isolation in a way, in a sense, because you're working at your, you know, on your goals and stuff, and you might feel like you're not really getting out and about much. And with this the anchor here too. I feel like there won't be much like travel here. Like things are going to be secure and fine, but I feel like you're kind of staying in the same place in 2023. You might not be traveling as much as you would want to. Let's get 2 more cards clarified. Let's see. Got Ace of Swords reversed. 2 more. Ooh, actually, we've got 2 more. We got the Hanged Man, and then the 8 of Cups came out. So I feel like at some point, I'm going to make sure you can see all these cards. Well, I need some space for some more. So at some point in this year, I feel like the middle of the year, but timing's a little iffy to predict exactly. Like if anyone tells you otherwise, I don't know about that because you have free will and things change. But I feel like at some point, possibly like more towards the middle of the year, something you've been working on, maybe you just lose interest in, or it just seems like it's not really going anywhere. And you might feel overall defeated. Like maybe one of your goals that you're going for this year does not work out as planned. And I feel like you might be a little upset by this. Like I've been working so hard at this. And I think that might be when you're at this like stair point here where you have to make decisions. And you know, you're like such a hard worker. You're going after what you want. You want this one thing so bad. But it's just not working out the way you wanted, or something happens that makes you feel kind of defeated. But it ends up being a good thing, like a blessing, because you see things in a new perspective. Because you were just doing the same kind of thing over and over again, kind of. And since there was some loss or defeat, or just like something that made you step outside of your daily activities, it gave you like a fresh perspective, a little time out, like self-reflection. And you realize that maybe what your goals that you're going for, or one specifically, just wasn't the way you wanted to do it anymore. It's like you got an outside perspective by taking a step back, and you realize that you could do things differently, and you were kind of maybe feeling stagnant for a while. So feeling defeated like kind of is a blessing, because you were able to step back, have some time to look at things with fresh eyes, with a new perspective, and realize that there are other ways to achieve your goals, other things you want to achieve in general. And I see that you're going after your like new desires in a new path. So there's like some period of kind of stagnation, but I feel like it's necessary because you're really learning a lot and working a lot at something. But then by the end of the year, I feel like you're kind of shifting your perspective. Again, this could be at any point, but shifting your perspective and realizing that there's certain things you still want to achieve, or maybe changing some of your goals. Maybe you do want to travel. It's like this choice point right here. This is a main thing this year. There's some big choice you're making, and I feel like it has to do specifically with a goal or a job, something that you've been working towards, and you realize that your values have changed, what you want in life has changed. So you kind of shift course at some point this year, but it's not a bad thing. It's a blessing. It's a gift. It's like this pivotal moment where you have to make a choice to stay or go, which is what it seems like with a job, or it'll be different for all of you. But you're going to have this critical point where you have to make a decision, and it seems like you're going to like shift things in your life and go after something a little different, or maybe a lot different, but there's going to be a big shift, and it definitely seems like it's in regards to your career. And for those who don't specifically have a career, this could just be whatever you spend most of your time doing. I feel like most people probably have a career, or like a job, or like something they do regularly, like whatever that is. I feel like you're kind of shifting. Like for example, maybe like you've been going after like a finance job for a long time, and then you realize, maybe I don't want to actually do this, and I want to go after a different career. Like it could be anything else, but it's not finance anymore. Like maybe it's like medicine, or it's like, I'm just thinking of such generic things right now, like carpentry, something different, but you know, like maybe you spent all this time studying for one specific thing and now you realize that that's not what you want. You're going to realize like that time you spent studying the other thing is still very valuable and it's still going to aid in your future. It's okay to like shift and change directions because you know that's what feels right for your like destiny, your path, your dharma, whatever. And it's okay to make changes. That's like a really hard thing to do, and you're doing that this year, and it's all for your highest good. It's a blessing. Maybe it's something you've been thinking about a lot, or you will a lot before you make a decision. But it's all for the best, and it's going to end up with, you know, feeling safe, secure. Like, and I see financial abundance coming with this decision too. So let's get some tea leaf cards. What else for Virgo this year, 2023 spirit? Oh. So there's also going to be a secret admirer. Maybe I think that should go by this thoughts card. So other than career, for some of you, oops, something else came up. Wow. Okay, so we have two things other than career now that go along with kind of what we're talking about. For what you've been feeling stagnant in and stuff, some of you guys may find out that, or maybe you've been thinking about another person or they've been thinking about you, and there might be a change in your life regarding a relationship. But I feel like for a lot of you, we have broom here, new home, new attitude. A lot of this choice and this decision with this Eight of Cups here, I feel like you could be actually moving. You might feel kind of stuck in your current location in regards to your career or just life in general, and you feel like to advance in life, you need a new environment. And when you have this new environment, you leave, you have this new attitude, this new fresh perspective, and it kind of advances you in life. But really, there could be a new relationship. Someone's admiring you. And I really feel like that came out kind of on top with the thoughts card. You see someone thinking about you there. So that could be something significant, something that kind of shapes your decisions moving forward. I feel like this new person coming into your life potentially, I feel like it's going to come out whoever's admiring you, and I feel like they're going to inspire you in some way and have something to do with this choice. And it could be an air sign. It could be any sign, but they could have a lot of air placements in their chart. So let's see what months will be the most highlighted in the year of 2023 for you. We have here July, and November. So that kind of makes sense to me. I feel like in the middle of the year, which would be like July, right? That's what I was kind of sensing, that there's going to be this change. And it's a big one, but it's a blessing. Like, you know how sometimes when things happen, it's hard at first, but it ends up being like the best thing that's ever happened to you? Because we have the world reverse. It's like something that just was going on too long. Just can't do it anymore. Could be too long in a relationship, too long at one job, too long in one place. And it's just like, you just can't do it anymore, you know? So then you change your environment in whatever way, and it gives you this fresh new perspective, and it ends up advancing your life in a multitude of ways. And then, you know, then we have November too, so maybe that's like when, I don't know, something with November too. So July and November, 7 of them. What else? What other messages do you have for Virgo? We have here Sagittarius, 4th house. So Saturn, Sagittarius, 4th house. Yeah, and I feel like this makes a lot of sense to me. It's like Sagittarius is like, you know, bigger picture, like your goals, what you've been really like working towards. And Saturn is like hard work. Like you've been really working hard at something for a long time to reach your goals. And I feel like, honestly, to reach your goals that you've been working for, a change in environment and home might really be something that happens this year with the 4th house, which is the house of home and family. I feel like there's going to be a big shift in your home environment that's going to help boost your career. And it might even be long distance travel. So by the end of the year, maybe it's November you're moving, but again, this is a general reading. There's movement here. After some stagnation we felt, it's like you've been working so hard at something to reach your goals, and to get it, there needs to be some, maybe you're leaving to get some higher learning, or just changing your environment in whatever way is really going to advance you and push you ahead. Like, I feel like you've been in this hard work, learning lessons, mode for a lot of this year, like 2022 even, and going into 2023. And it's all to reach your goals. And it just feels like a lot. Saturn's all about life lessons, working hard, and I feel like maybe some of you guys have even been going through your Saturn return. And that's why some changes are happening, or you're realizing you want different things. Because that happened to me. Like, for example, with career, during my Saturn return, I was working in pharmacy, like in Chicago, and I was miserable. And all these things happened. I left my job. I moved to Florida. It sounds like I'm talking about me now with these things, but it seems relevant to bring up. And at the time, I didn't realize I wasn't even into astrology yet. But my whole life changed with that move. It was for the best. I ended up not going back to my job, even though I planned on it, that career. I ended up finding my real passions. It's like a lot of bad stuff, seemingly bad stuff happens. It's really bad at the time, but it ends up being a major blessing because you find out more what your true path is. And all the hard work you've been doing in the past is not wasted. It's all to get you to where you are now. And it's okay to shift a little bit. And I feel like that's what this year is for you. You've been working really hard at something, and you're being blessed with something that might seem like a challenge, but it's a blessing because you're going to have this whole new perspective and a change in environment. You're going to get ahead. There's definitely a lot. You're having a whole new attitude. Like whatever these changes are, even if it's not a new home specifically, but I feel like for a lot of people it will be. Maybe it's like a new place of work. I don't know. But it's going to really bring forth a fresh perspective, a great perspective that makes you feel happier overall. And, and realize that you have new goals to reach. But it's all for the best. It's going to be exciting and rejuvenating for you after a period of things not feeling too easy. Even if it's not your Saturn return energy, or Saturn return right now, there's that type of energy. And if you don't know, that's like around the ages of like 28 to 30. So that is what I have for you, Virgo. So it looks like some major choice, major change coming, but it's all a blessing and all for the best. And you're going to have such a fresh, new, positive perspective by the end of the year. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this resonated. Please let me know. Please subscribe if you haven't already, especially if you like this reading. And again, if you want a private reading with me, we can go more in depth for you specifically. We can do that. We can also look at your astrological chart for the year ahead as well. I don't usually mention this too much on my channel, but I've been in an astrology program for a year now, so I'm almost done with that. So I'm be able to do professional astrology readings, but I can definitely do that now already, but I don't advertise it too much yet. But yeah, just if you want to look at the year ahead that way, or with a tarot reading, that's great, but no pressure. I hope this was helpful and gave you some insights. I love you so much. Have a great year, great day, Virgo. Bye.